Hello folks, Scott with Dallas Paint Correction and Auto Detailing once again. I want to talk about interior glass cleaning. This would seem very straightforward to some people. Take a glass cleaner, spray it on a microfiber towel, and massage it into the window and clean the window. Unfortunately, it's just not that easy. I have not found it that easy, especially when I'm trying to really detail a window and get it clean. I find glass cleaners today, they shouldn't even be called glass cleaners as far as I'm concerned. They should be like glass clarifiers or glass polish, because a lot of glass cleaners, even some of the industrial glass cleaners or professional glass cleaners that I use, can't necessarily break down some of the junk and grime that happens on the inside of glass. And I'll explain to you what's going on with the inside of your glass in your car, and why sometimes it's so difficult to remove some of that grease and grime. And then when you're using a glass cleaner, all you keep doing is smearing this stuff around, and you get smudges and streaks, and it's hard to remove. So I'm going to go over some tips, tricks on how to get absolutely clean, clear glass. I'm going to move over here so I can sit down. What we're going to do is, first of all, I want to talk about why the inside of glass gets so dirty. There's a couple of reasons for it. One, and I've got a bad habit of doing this, I like to rest my arm up on top of the door plastic panel here. And when I have my arm up against this panel and up against the glass, I'm transferring oils, greases from my skin, and it will stick to the window. That's kind of hard to remove. And as crazy as this sounds, and as silly as it sounds, Mother Nature gave us our own exhaust pipe. Well, it actually gave us two of them, but I'm going to talk about one of them only in this video. When we're breathing, we are breathing in oxygen. We're nourishing our body. Our cells love to take this oxygen so we can survive, and nourishes and protects our body. It gives, anyway, I don't want to go into that, it's too long. But here's the deal. When we're breathing, or you're driving down the road talking or singing to your favorite song coming off the radio, you're expelling some stuff that actually starts to stick to the glass. As gross as that sounds, that stuff coming out of your mouth when you're breathing, we're expelling the stuff our body no longer needs. It begins to build up on glass. And here in Dallas, because it's so darn hot and we're driving around, most of the time our windows are rolled up and the air conditioning is on. We hardly ever roll our windows down, except for now. It's March 31st. Holy crap, it's March 31st. I gotta say happy birthday to my sister real quick in Portland, Oregon. Love you. Happy birthday. And I also realized I'm an April Fool's baby, and tomorrow is my birthday. So happy birthday to me. But here's the deal. When I go in to clean this glass, I'm going to take some extra steps before I actually apply a glass cleaner. I want to get that junk and grime off that glass, because most glass cleaners can't cut through it, as silly and crazy as that sounds. Plus, if you're a fan of using some type of, this happens to be turtle wax, super protectant, it's solvent based, it's nasty, it's slimy, it's greasy. Yes, it gives the plastic interior a lot of pop and shine. If you like that look, that's okay with me, no judgment. But if you're using this stuff and you're applying it to the plastic trim, here's an issue that happens. When the sun's rays are coming through the window and hitting this plastic panel that has this greasy, slimy stuff all over it, it will begin to evaporate. And when it evaporates, folks, this stuff goes airborne and sticks to the window. Once this stuff is on the window, it is incredibly hard to get it off. It doesn't want to come off. It's tough. I'm going to show you a tip and trick to get all the nasty stuff that happens on this glass from us breathing, singing in the car, or if you're using some type of protectant like this, a solvent-based protectant, it's evaporated and started sticking to the window. I'm going to use a favorite little tool of mine, and it's called the Magic Eraser. This thing, I don't know what to do. I don't know. It's got to the point that this thing has become so vital for me when I'm cleaning cars and detailing. I'm in love with this. I know I use that word all the time. I'm in love with everything. But when I'm using something on a daily basis and it gives me the results I'm looking for, I give it the thumbs up, and I say I'm in love with it. But here's the deal. Before I even begin to put a glass cleaner and massage it into the window with a microfiber, I'm going to take my magic eraser and I'm going to take some all-purpose cleaner. You've heard me talk about this before. Meguiar's all-purpose cleaner, diluted 10-to-1. That's 10 parts water, 1 part product. Incredibly effective, cost-effective. I'm going to spray this magic eraser with the all-purpose cleaner. I'm going to now take it and put it onto the surface of the glass, and I'm just going to work it all over the glass. Put a little bit more cleaner on there, my all-purpose cleaner. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to mop up with a clean microfiber towel. Now what I've done, which is incredibly important to me when I want clean glass and I want to get that stuff off, that's incredibly hard to remove with just a glass cleaner alone, using this magic eraser. The way the magic eraser works, it's slightly abrasive. I think it's somewhere around 6,000 or 7,000 grit. But with an all-purpose cleaner sprayed onto it, agitated on the glass, it's able to break up and pull off that grease and grime and all that stuff we're expelling from our Mother's Nature exhaust pipe. It gets it all off, and now I can simply go in with a clean microfiber towel and I can take my dedicated glass cleaner. I have a couple of them. Again, glass cleaners are so difficult to try to fall in love with one of them because, again, glass cleaners really, in my opinion, they're not the greatest things on the planet. You got to make sure the glass is clean before you actually use them, as silly as that sounds. But after so many years of cleaning glass, all of these will leave some form of streaks. You got to know how to use them. You got to get that junk and grime off the glass first, or they're just not all that effective. It's frustrating. So what I'm going to do is take some of this. This happens to be Stoner Invisible Glass. I like it, works fine. After I remove all that crap from the window, it works great. So I'm going to take it, just spray it to the microfiber, come in here and clean this glass. Or I should say, polishing this glass and getting it to be incredibly clear with no streaks, no smudges on the glass. That magic eraser has removed all that stuff that was in the way that would have just been so difficult to cut through with just the glass cleaner alone. And now what I have is glass that's clean, incredibly clear to look through. I've got all the junk and grime off that glass. The glass cleaner has not streaked up on me, works incredibly well. There is one more step I take when it comes to cleaning glass. I know this sounds crazy. I always keep saying that there's one more step. But there's something important to me that I want to do is, again, because some glass cleaners will leave some streaks behind, I have another secret, another tip. If you're a do-it-yourselfer or you're a professional detailer, what I'm about to do to this glass may surprise you a little bit, but here we go. Another product I'm absolutely in love with is Meguiar's Synthetic Express Spray Wax. Now, some of you are probably going, wait a minute, you're going to apply a spray wax to the glass? I absolutely am. This stuff, folks, first of all, it's not carnauba based. It's actually a polymer sealant. That word polymer, I'm going to make a video in the future of what it actually means. It doesn't mean what we think it does. But anyway, this stuff here, if I had a little bit of streaking from the glass cleaner, this stuff takes it away. whatever's inside this stuff, this polymer sealant, it's not carnauba based. It works wonders on glass, outside and inside. It's also going to, because it's a sealant that we would use on the paint of the vehicle, it's also going to give some hydrophobic qualities to this window. Not that we're sitting inside our car like we're sitting in our bathtub and getting this all wet, but occasionally you might spill something on the glass. You might get some water on the glass. I want to create a hydrophobic effect on this glass so nothing can stick to it. I don't want any type of water spots to develop on the inside of the window. It also helps in the future when I want to go clean this glass again. This sealant is on the window. It makes it easier to clean. It also stops, to some extent, all of the stuff that may be sticking to this window. It's going to stop some of that to some extent of being able to stick to the window again, and it's going to make it absolutely clear. This stuff smells great too. That's kind of an added bonus for my customers when they're sitting in their car. But all I'm going to do, take a clean microfiber towel, spray some of this synthetic spray wax from Meguiar's onto the rig, and come in here and just lightly apply it to the glass. Now, what I have, which is so difficult even for professionals, this glass is clean, it's clear, it's protected to some level with that spray sealant if you want to look at it that way. Also, applying that spray sealant to the glass allows the glass, this has got power windows to it, or even if you were rolling windows down, because it's silky smooth and absolutely dialed in, if you will, it will roll down real nice and smooth, come back up. There's no pressure on the little felt lining from the below here on the panel for the glass. To me, using that synthetic spray wax has just taken my glass cleaning abilities to another level. It works incredibly well. If you're a professional detailer or a do-it-yourselfer, get your hands on this stuff and start using it on the glass. Start thinking outside the box. It's not just a great spray sealant for the outside of your car, for your paint. It's great on glass. And again, when I love something, I say it. I'm absolutely in love with it. It works wonders for me. My customers love it. It's clean, clear, smells great. It hits all those little bells and whistles, and it's ringing everything for me because glass is so difficult sometimes to clean. I hope that's helped you out. Little tips and tricks there. Try it for yourself. I think you'll love the results. Until next time, folks, thank you so much for watching my video. I want to say to a couple of my subscribers, I've only been doing this for about 2 or 3 weeks, putting videos on YouTube. I've got some great support. I've got people who are asking some incredibly well thought out questions about auto detailing. They've been incredibly kind to me. I can't thank you enough. I try to get to all of your comments, and again, I'm always telling you I'm grateful for watching, which I absolutely am. I am grateful, and I hope this is helping you out. And again, if you leave a comment down below, today's March 31st, 2017. Tomorrow, April 1st, yes, I'm an April Fool's baby. Wish me a happy birthday. I'm not happy I'm in my mid-40s and going up, but I'm feeling good. I'm grateful for all of you. That's all that matters. Thank you so much. Have a great one. Till next time, be safe.